Hello and welcome to the Alpesh Patel special edition of ShareScope. Now I'm going to give you an introduction to how I use this piece of software. But in this first video clip, let me just give you a bit of background. I've been using the tools on ShareScope but customized to my own particular specific criteria for a number of years now, and I have to say they've been working incredibly well for me. In the public domain, I've been announcing the results in advance, so giving the stocks that I like on national TV or through brokers, so that there's not a question of sort of going backwards or hindsight or anything such as that. What I want to do now is get this across to people, the mass public as it were, and show them what it is that I'm looking at. Well, let's kick off with just a bit of an introduction and an overview before in the subsequent chapters and the subsequent videos we go into detail. Well, as you can see, once you've downloaded the software and updated it a couple of times, your screen will probably look something like this, depending on whether you press, for instance, table 1, table 2 and so forth. And in the further chapters we'll go into why I use each one of the various tables a little bit later on. But first of all, just again to give you an introduction, so this is the toolbar. These are my tables that I look at, and again, as I say, in the subsequent chapters I'm going to go through how I use them. So you've got momentum, breadth, volatility, volume. Then you've got the data mining, that's which throws up the names according to specific criteria, which I'll take you through in a second, and so forth. Now, the bottom line with all of this is, well, we know, because we're familiar with ShareScope, the broader aspects of the software. Okay, how do I specifically use it? That's what I want to take you through as we move forward. First of all, however, in this introductory chapter, what I do want to take you through is, if you look at View and then you click on Info Center and then Introduction under Alpesh Patel, then what you will see, if I close the first one, is you will see how I use some of this in text form. I've actually written in some of the things that I'm discussing here. So, as I say, first thing you do, you go into View, then go to Info Center, click on Introduction, and there you go. And as we scroll through this, you will be able to see all the explanations for the various filters which relate to these things here. So, for instance, graph setting, volatility radar. Down here, these are the graphs, by the way. These are the various filters that I use, which are data mining, DM for data mining, which are down here. So for instance, if you wanted to know about the momentum value filter over there, then what we've got is momentum value, and you can see that I've got it over here, and you can get the explanation of it and so forth. And if you click to the bottom, you can go back to the main page and so forth. There's a getting started bit, there's a table, and there's graph settings. So I will go through this now visually, but textually the way to do it, as I've mentioned, is go into View, Info Center, Introduction, and there you have the text. That's the end of this introductory chapter, and then we'll go through what each one of these bars are and how I use them myself.